Hi students, in this video I want to say about heat lesson. It is one of the lessons in physical science. So first we will see the heat definition. Heat definition is it is a form of energy, means heat is one type of energy. So that is defined as the sum of kinetic energy contained by the molecules. That means heat it is one type of energy. It is depending on that kinetic energy of the molecules. The SI units of heat is joules, and heat is proportional to kinetic energy. I already said heat is one type of energy. It is depending on kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy means movement of the molecules. The motion of the molecules is nothing but kinetic energy. So the heat is depending on that kinetic energy. For example, now you just take some quantity of water in the bowl. Now you are heating. So if you are heating, the molecules in the water, the movement also increase. The water molecules bubbles. If you see that bubbles in the water, what happened? If you are increasing that heat, the bubbles movement is very fastly, it will move. If you increase more and more and heat, then the molecule speed also will increase, the bubbles speed. The movement we can call kinetic energy. If you increase the heat of the heat, then the bubbles in the water also, the speed increase. So if you are increasing heat, the molecule speed is also increase. The speed we can call here kinetic energy. So if the heat is increased, kinetic energy is also increased. If the heat is decreased, then the kinetic energy is also decreased. Now we will see the another definition, temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness of a body is known as temperature. For example, now I am touching my hand. Now I feel cold. For example, when we got fever, when we touch our body, we feel hot. So the degree of hotness or the degree of coldness is called temperature. What is your temperature now? 36 degrees Celsius. If you ask anyone, what is your temperature? They will say, what is the room temperature? 25 degrees Celsius. What is your body temperature? They will say 36 degrees. That is called degree of hotness or degree of coldness is called temperature. We will see once the difference between heat and temperature. So heat is the amount of energy that flows in a body. Heat, it flows from one place to another place. But temperature, the direction of heat flows. Determine the direction of the heat flows. So here heat, it is moving from one place to another place, this heat. So that flow is explained by temperature. And another example, another difference also we can say, flows from hotter objects to cooler objects. Means always heat, it is transferring from hot to cool. Hot to cool, it will transfer that heat. And temperature rises when heated and lowers when cold. Means temperature when it is a high amount, then we can say hot. Temperature when it is low, then we can say cool. Okay, these two differences we can say about heat and temperature. Thermal equilibrium of heat and temperature. So now we will see about thermal equilibrium, heat and temperature. So if two systems A and B are in thermal equilibrium with another system C, that means now what is the temperature? The A and B, these both are having the same temperature, the C is also having. That means these three are having same temperature. So then the systems A and B are in thermal equilibrium with each other. Now what is the temperature? This A and what is the temperature, this B, this both are having, that is equal to the temperature of system C. In that case, we can say A and B is in thermal equilibrium. And another one, specific heat definition we will see. The amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 unit mass of the substance by 1 unit is known as the specific heat. That means substance is there, 1 unit mass of the substance. So now I taken one substance. For example, this is the substance. So this substance temperature is now 1 degree Celsius. 1 degree Celsius. Now I want to increase the temperature to 2 degrees Celsius. Now it is in 1 degree Celsius. Now I want to increase into 2 degrees Celsius. What we will do? We will heat. We will heat. Heat is required. To increase from 1 degree to 2 degrees Celsius, what required? Heat required. So that heat is called specific heat. The amount of heat required to rise the temperature. Rise the temperature from 1 degree to 2 degree. 2 degree to 3 degree. 3 degrees Celsius to 4 degree. Like that you have to increase by applying heat. That heat we can call specific heat. So the specific heat formula is S is equal to Q by M delta T. S means specific heat, Q means heat, M means mass of the substance, and T means temperature. We will see some physical quantities of units in CGS and SI. For example, if you see temperature, the CGS unit is degree Celsius and SI unit is Kelvin. And if you see the second one, heat, the CGS unit of heat is calorie and the SI unit of that heat is joule, that we can denote by J. And after that, the physical quantity specific heat, the formula S is equal to, already previously we discussed this one. The specific heat formula is heat energy by mass into temperature difference. That the CGS units are calories per grams into degrees Celsius and the SI unit is joules per kilograms into Kelvin. After that, if you see another physical quantity, latent heat. Latent heat L is equal to heat energy by mass. The CGS unit of latent heat is calories by grams and the SI units are joules by kilograms. Now we see some formulas in this, important formulas in this lesson. One is temperature in Kelvin, K is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. That means they will give in degree Celsius the temperature, that you have to convert into Kelvins. They will give 23 degrees Celsius, convert this one into Kelvin. If they ask you 273 plus 23 degrees Celsius. For example, if they give 20 degrees Celsius, convert this one into Kelvins. If they ask you 273 plus 20, then you can convert into Kelvins. Next, another important formula, heat energy Q is equal to Ms delta T, otherwise Ms into T2 minus T1. The next third formula is principle of methods of mixtures. This one is asking so many times in the exams. Principle of method of mixtures. Net heat lost Q1 is equal to net heat gained. How much heat is we lost, that much heat we can gain again. That is the principles of method of mixtures. And the fourth formula is specific heat of solid. ST is equal to MSC plus M2 minus M1 SW T3 minus T1 by M3 minus M2 T2 minus T3. This is given in examination time for essay question. Always maximum in the heat lesson, if they want to give essay question, those are giving this question. Just check once the derivation of this one in lesson. After that, The fifth formula is latent heat. L is equal to Q by M. This is also important formula in this lesson. We see some important definitions in this lesson. The first one is evaporation. Evaporation means the change of phase from liquid to gas that occurs at the surface of the liquid. Means it is changing from liquid to gas. The phase it is changing from liquid to gas. That is called evaporation. For example, now I keep water into that sunlight. After some time, what happened? It will be evaporated. That water, it will convert into gas. The process is called evaporation. And where it will be happens? On the surface of the liquid. On the top of that liquid, it will get evaporated. If you check the surface of the water, it will be hot. If you check inside the water, it will be cool. That means inside the water, the evaporation is not happens. The evaporation, it is happens on the surface of the liquid. That's why we are saying evaporation is a surface phenomena. Means evaporation means it is changing from phase from liquid to gas. Liquid to gas. The change from liquid to gas is called evaporation, and it is a surface phenomena. Next, condensation. The phase change from gas to liquid. So if it is liquid to gas, then we can say evaporation. If it is changing from gas to liquid, the change we can say condensation. Gas. Next, humidity. The presence of vapor molecules in air is said to be make the atmosphere humid. Means, for example, in some areas we will say here so much humidity is there. That means so much water molecules are present in the air. In the other place, if you say there is less humidity, that means less water vapor molecules are there. That's why we can say there less humidity. So the amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. For example, if you see Machilipatnam, it is more humidity area. That means water vapor molecules are more in that place. For example, if you went into Hyderabad, their humidity is less. That means water vapor molecules are less in that area. That is called humidity. Humidity means presence of vapor molecules in the air is called humidity. Dew. The water droplets condensed on any surfaces are known as dew. That means we are observing in the winter season. In the winter season, we are observing some droplets on the plant leaves, on the walls, and on the grass. We are observing some droplets. Those droplets we can call dew. And next, fog. The droplets float in air with thick mist is called fog. That means in the winter season, if you observed in the air, we are observing very white color thick mist. That is called fog. These droplets will be present in the air as a thick mist. That we can call fog. This fog maximum we are observing in the winter season in the air. And boiling. It is a process in which the liquid phase changes to gaseous phase at constant temperature. See here, boiling means the changes from liquid phase to gas phase, change from liquid to gas, but where at constant temperature. At constant temperature, the liquid is changing from the phase changing from liquid to gas at constant temperature is called boiling. Example here I gave, the water boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. That means the water, it is changing from liquid to gaseous phase at one particular, at constant temperature. What is the constant temperature here? 100 degrees Celsius. That is the water boiling point. What is the water boiling point? 100 degrees Celsius. That means the water, it is changing from liquid to gas at 100 degree Celsius. That is the boiling point of water. And next one is melting. It is a process in which the solid phase changes to liquid phase. Here I told liquid phase to gaseous phase. Here I am saying solid phase to liquid phase. Solid to liquid at constant temperature. That is called melting. The ice melting point is 0 degree Celsius. That means the ice, it is in solid state. The ice solid state, it is converting into liquid state at one constant temperature, that is 0 degree Celsius. So ice melting point is 0 degree Celsius. These are the important main points in the heat lesson. Thank you.